So what happens when your child clocks 12 years old and they're still not able to recite the Quran, or they've not been able to connect to the Quran? Today I want to show you the stages where and when you should start having to invest time and resources to having to teach your child how to connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that inshallah they can be an hafiz al-Quran or become a good Quran reciter, or there will be people that inshallah in the future will connect deeper with the Quran and love the Quran deeply. My name is Imam Muhammad. I'm the founder and also a teacher here at Mahir Academy. We see a lot of students today who are not wanting to learn the Quran, and sometimes the problem does not start from when the child is now 12 years old. So what would happen once your child is 12 years old and you've not teach them the Quran? It's what we've seen many times. A lot of students already have competing interest in things they love to do, and at this time they are already integrated into a specific trend or a specific society or environment, and it's a bit hard to pull them from what they're used to doing and gain them to do something new. There are 5 stages of life where you need to get your child ready to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to connect deeper with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you miss the last stage, which is ending at the age of 12, it becomes much harder for you to connect deeper or have your child connect deeper with the Quran, or get your child to love the Quran, or get your child to love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and get deeper connected to the faith of Islam. So stay tuned for the next 5-10 minutes where I explain those 5 stages so you can start taking action for this goal as you aim to have a child. So the first stage of learning, of preparation, is the womb stage. This is when your child is yet to be born to life, when your child is still in the womb and still getting nurturing from you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put the child fi dhulumatin thalath. Allah mentioned in the Quran that He put this child into 3 layers of darkness. Everything the child knows or learning at this stage, it's from you. The food, the water. The child could understand the sound of people around them. So the moment your child is still in the womb, you already conceive your child, you need to make sure towards the last stages or any time during the pregnancy, most importantly towards the last trimester, you want to make sure you start listening to the Quran, listening to lectures. Your child will reckon to something they've had in the womb once they come to life. You want your child to be an hafiz of Quran, start having your child in the womb listening to the sound of the Quran from the womb. It's now when your child now comes to life, you need to have get prepared and think of what you want your child to be, how you want your child to relate with the deen, or you want your child to be a hafiz of the Quran, to memorize the entire Quran, or you want your child to be a sheikh. Right from the womb, you start the preparation, listening to the Quran. You don't listen to things which is contrary to what you want your child to be. Listen to the Quran, reciting the Quran, playing the Quran in the house, no music. Your child will learn and start getting used to a specific sound. Imagine that. So this is a very crucial stage of life, of learning for your child. So do not misuse this time. The second stage is called the social environment stage. At this stage of life, a lot of kids are between the age of 0 and 2 years old. Imagine this is where your little baby, your infant, enter toddler stage of life. This age range between 0 and 2 is called the social environment stage. This is when your child will start learning and seeing people, hearing sounds and relating it to their own life. You'll see your child imitating a lot. They will be imitating everything in the environment. They may not be able to talk too much or express themselves, but they are documenting everything that's being done around them with their eyes, with their feelings, with their hands. They are understanding everything happening from yourself as a parent, from their siblings, from other people around them. So how do you want your child to learn the correct thing at this age of life? So whatever you want your child to be and become, you need to start having them to be around that environment. Some people, what they do, they put the kids in madrasa at this stage, or just put them there to play and listen to people reciting the Quran. So whatever you want to plan your child to achieve in this dunya, you need to get them start getting used to that environment. So if you for instance, want your child to be an engineer, so things that regarding engineering will be put around them. You want your child to be an hafiz of the Quran. You want to get your child to listen to a lot of reciters, to listen to kids reciting the Quran. The environment or where you go to, so who do you visit, where do you go for vacation, all these things sum up together to give the ultimate learning environment for your child, the social environment where your child will learn and understand things and understand the way to live a life and what to do in different situations. You all can agree with me that 1 year old, 2 years old kids, they understand expression, they can express themselves in a bit. They can say, they don't want something because of their experience they've been gathering. So at the age of 2, between 0 to 2, this is called the social learning stage of life. So things you want them to learn, like the Quran, right? You want it to be around them. So whatever you train them with, they will grow with, right? So they say there's a common saying that whoever live on something grow on it. So when you live your life with certain things, certain habits, certain rhythms, you live with it through your adulthood and the rest of the stage of your life. So between the age of 2 and 5, let's talk about this stage. This is called the role modeling stage of life. I call it the role modeling stage. At this specific stage of life, your child start to talk. They can express themselves vocally a little bit. They can express their thoughts in a very, babyish style. This is a stage called the role modeling stage between the age of 2 and 5. This is a bit wide range, about 3 years, right? So that is 3, 4, 5, 3 years. So your child start to model you. So you start seeing them doing exactly what you're doing, very close to what you do, your routine, the way you do things. They start applying that. You start seeing them. They're talking about it. They're referring to you doing it. This is the role modeling stage. Imagine if you've not actually built the social learning stage correctly with the Quran, with Islam. So they will be applying what they've learned or acquired between 0 and 2, between the age of 3 and 5. They'll keep learning some other things and some other skills, but this is the stage where they will now role model you and trying to do exactly the way you do. And you see it will be evident. And so if you've not started having your child to listen to Quran, listen to Islamic talks, understand the way of life, and let them see how you relate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how you perform your salah, how you recite your Quran, how are the people that you relate with. This is gonna form the basis of what your child will do moving into the last stage. See, so the womb stage before your child is born, the stage between 0 and 2, this is the stage where your child will learn from their social environment. Between the age of 2 and 5, this is the role modeling stage of life. This is the stage when your child will be modeling your own behavior, your own action, the way you do things. So if you've been doing something wrong, you've not been learning the Quran yourself, you've not been reciting the Quran, or you've not been praying your salah, your child will not learn good thing from you. So between the age of 5 and 7, this is a very crucial age. Your child now, aside from the house, they start learning from outside very quickly. So they start getting to identify themselves with people outside. And at this stage, they learn a lot faster from people outside the house. They start to form their own opinions. They start to stand their ground. They will tell you what they like and what they don't like. You still have the chances to control their thought process and to guide them, but they will start learning and bringing new ideas from outside. So you need to be careful of who do you put your child to stay with around this age, between the age of 5 and 7. And we all know this is the stage when a lot of kids will start going to school, kindergarten, preschools and all this. So they start learning to understand and appreciate different ideas from other people outside the house. And you will see them try to challenge the old custom from the house they've learned from the age of 0 to 5. You see them starting to form opinion and starting to bring new things into the house. And you feel like, this is the time you need to guide them. This is the time of guidance. This is the age of guidance. You want to guide your child so they're not thinking what they see outside that is wrong is correct. And if it is correct, and then you will not reinforce those concepts or things they've learned from outside. So this is the age of guidance. So between the age of 5 to 7. Then the last stage is between the age of 7 to 10, and some people say 12. Let's just run it up from 7 to 12. This is the last critical stage and your last chance to get your child to form their own personality. If at this stage you're still not putting any work to get your child to start learning the Quran, loving the Quran, being in the circle of the Quran, then you've lost the battle. You've lost the race. And it becomes much harder to win those kids back after the age of 12. You see, you've already started having them listen to the Quran from the womb, learning. Age 0 to 2, you started having them to be in an environment that promotes Quran love and recitation and memorization and all that. From 2 to 5, you started having them to role model after good models from you or from people that you want them to be modeling in life. From the age of 5 to 7, this is when they start having different thoughts from different people outside. So this is the age of guidance and trying to reform their thinking process. Between the age of 7 and 12 is the last stage and chance for you to get your child to really be the person that you want them to be. So if you've missed all those 4 stages, 7 to 12 is the last chance, and you can still win those kids back to what you want them to be before they exceed 12 years old. Okay, and this is real dangerous zone that once you miss the age of 12, you can lose the battle for that child entirely. I get so surprised when a lot of parents will now want to bring the kid to start learning the letters in the Quran by the age of 20, 18, 19, 17, 15. It's a bit hard, and I'm not saying it's not possible, but the probability of getting those kids to learn it and to achieve the goal is a bit lower. I've seen this many times. So they come into the program, they are 14, 15, 13, and they already form their own idea or ideology in life, and they don't want to do something else the parent tells them. They want to do things based on their own desire. And at this stage of life, you cannot control them that easily. They will have a lot of hesitation, and they might not even do what you ask them to do after the age of 12, because you've not actually trained them and get them prepared for what you want them to be. So you need to take action right away if your child is still less than 12 years old. Get them to start learning the Quran right now. See, the society we live in today is a bit hard and harsh on our kids. It takes them away from us 100%. So if you are a parent that is sleeping and letting the society train your child, you will find it hard to train your child the way you want it to be and to win the heart of your child back to what you want them to be doing. So many kids will grow up, if Allah wills and Allah open their heart to Islam, and if they've not learned when they're younger and you didn't take time and invest in them to learn, if Allah wills, can guide them back to Islam. But if it's not possible, like many of us living in the West, you lose the battle and you lose that child to the society. So you need to take action today. So if you are a parent and you have a child that is below the age of 12, you can take a simple action today. Talk to me. If your child right now is not able to recite the Quran themselves, you want them to be an Hafiz to memorize the Quran, or they don't understand Islam altogether, this is your chance to get it right. And if your child is above 12, there's still solution, but it's the chances of getting them to get it is a bit lower, but there's still chances. Watch the video I had last week. I talked about what can you do for teenagers who are not wanting to learn the Quran. I talked a lot about different solutions that you can offer them for teens who are above the age of 12 who are not wanting to learn the Quran. So I have that video recorded on that. So go watch the previous week video where I talk about what can you do to help your child that's struggling or frustrated to learn the Quran. I specifically mentioned about some simple things you can do for teenagers. But if your child right now is below 12, you still have the power and the chance to get them modeled to what you want them to be lovers of the Quran, connect to the Quran and learn it. So if you wanted to have solution to this right from today, do not wait till tomorrow. Tap the link below this video in our bio section. There's a link to talk to me, book a one-on-one call. So put your information to talk to me to see if we can really help your child to get to achieve Quran reading fluency and to become fluent reciters of the Quran. The session will be 30 minutes with me, so I'll walk you through how we do it and what your child will need, and we'll see if your child is compatible with our learning system and if they can learn with us. So we can talk together about that and see if your child will qualify to join our 16 weeks Quran reading fluency program. If that sounds amazing to you and you're ready to get started, there's a link around this video. Just tap on it. You will see the link to book or sign up for a child. So you need to talk to me first, book an onboarding call, book a parent demo call so we can talk about it. Or if you have any specific questions, you're not ready to enroll right now, you can tap on our WhatsApp link below this video as well, so you can get started talking to us and see how we can help you, inshallah. But if you are an adult who is wanting to learn to recite the Quran, we have a self-paced program that can help you learn, inshallah, and get you to achieve reading fluency in the next 16 weeks. So this is my tip for you today, and inshallah hopefully we'll meet next week. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.